Bun or chai? I'm sure that you have tasted this combination at least once in your life. I'm not referring to the sweet bun or the expensive bun that you buy from the bakeries or elsewhere, but the simple bun, hot bun along with black tea. That's one of the best snacks you can have. And today's session is not about bun, it's about pun, P-U-N. Instead of giving you a lecture on that, I'll tell you what it is. To put it in simple terms, it's a kind of game that you play with the meanings of the words. It begins as a game, but then it brings in a lot of meaning. It brings in a lot of thoughts. So today's session is going to be a fun-filled one where we can just include riddles. Some riddles can help you with word meanings. That's what we used to do when we were children. We used to make riddles around the meaning of pun. P-U-N. Don't worry, I'll be giving you the meaning of pun exactly. If you know the meaning by the time you reach this part of the video, you can comment down saying, "Ma'am, I knew the meaning of the word pun." I'm sure that some of the words are familiar to you, but you can do this with any word. And as we play this game, you just have to do something. That is, read the question along with me, because reading aloud actually helps with better communication. In the long run, you will understand the benefits of reading. You can improve your pronunciation, also the sentence formation. It does magic. It's very good to read aloud. So just read aloud the question with me. After that, you can think. I'll give you time to think and give me the answer. And then if you get it right, great. You can just write the number of answers you got right, because some of the questions are familiar. It is familiar to you. I'll explain the meaning so that you understand the meaning of these kind of riddles. By the way, I will tag some products that can help you with understanding, with the better comprehension of pun, riddles, words and phrases. So these are some of the books that you can include in your study corner. This helps you with better understanding of words, phrases, pun, and so many other aspects. Okay, are you ready? The first question. Have you heard of this? Overslept? It's very easy. What is the past tense of sleep? Quick. Slept. When you sleep more in excess than what is required, that is overslept, past tense. So here I have the first question. Can you read it aloud? Okay, I'm going to read it from my tab. Why was the broom late for work? The clue for you is overslept. So I'm going to give you direct clues. It'll be very easy for you. First, you have to read out the question. Why was the broom late for work? Just read it out. Repeat. Yeah, why was the broom late for work? Repeat after me. Now you can think of the answer. And the clue is overslept. It's very simple. The broom overswept. So this revolves around the word overslept. Some people get late for work because they oversleep, right? So here, overswept. It revolves around the word overslept, because the broom overswept, it got late for work. It's just a kind of riddle so that you understand the meaning of the word oversleep, overslept. And you may ask me, why this question? Some people don't know the past tense of sleep. They say sleeped. Have you heard that? Some of the trainers will know, even some of the beginners and intermediates would know about this. It is slept. It will help you remember this aspect. So past tense, present tense, sentence formation. Why were you late for work? Can you think of the recent excuse you gave at your workplace when you got late? You can think about it. Maybe you are not feeling well. The next one is, my friend told me he needed to hit the hay. What did he mean? Now first you can repeat the question instead of being passive, because that will help you remember the expression. My friend told me he needed to hit the hay. What did he mean? What is the meaning of hit the hay? It means he just had to go to bed. He needed to go to bed. Yeah. Did you know this answer? Well, I didn't know about this. Hit the hay. I've read about this expression in some of the books. Did you know about it? You can comment. The next one. Are you ready? Why did the cookie go to the doctor? Why did the cookie go to the doctor? What happens when you munch on a cookie? Crumbs, yes, because it was feeling crumbly. Crumbly. What is the meaning of crumbly? It was not feeling usual, weak, crumbly. Okay? Yeah, so you will remember the word crumbs, bread crumbs. The next one, are you ready? I was not sure of this. What kind of music do planets like? What kind of music do planets like? Can you repeat it after me? What kind of music do planets like? Now here you have to remember, many people say does planets like. You have plural noun here, so it should be do planets like, not does planets like. Yeah. The clue is tune. Any planet with the word tune? Neptune. Okay, you don't have to go into the information or the scientific facts, but you can just say Neptune. Even if you don't know the names of the other planets, it's okay, but tune, Neptune. It's a kind of game around the pronunciation. So tune, T-U-N-E, tune. Did you see that? So pun, the meaning of pun is a kind of exploration that you do with words and the meanings. As simple as that. People who write poetry would know better about this. The next one, are you ready? Well, did you read the answer? Did you read the question? Think. Okay, the next one, are you ready? Why did the English teacher break up with the grammar book? You can think of the answer. Please repeat the question. Why did the English teacher break up with the grammar book? It's humorous. It's not something that you have to think and bring about a logical answer. It's a kind of riddle, and you'll get a lot of riddles in the book I mentioned in the beginning, because it had too many issues. What is the meaning of issue? Most of the time you come and tell me, ma'am, I've got a lot of concerns, I have grammar problems, I'm not able to articulate well, I can't make sentences, my sentence formation is not up to the mark. So you have issues, you have concern, and if you focus, you can definitely get rid of these problems. Before it becomes a problem, rectify these issues. These are actually concerns. So the English teacher had to break up with the grammar book because it had a lot of issues. Now, why did I give you this answer? Now, why is the answer such? Because problems. Another word for problem could be issue. It could also be concerns. Now, there are differences in the meanings. You have to bring about the distinction. Problem is different from a concern, and a concern is different from an issue. You have a concern, you have an issue, and then before it becomes a major problem with a lot of complications, you try correcting it. Yeah, so there is a difference. Of course, there are differences when you dissect the meanings of these words, but you can call it a synonym. When you learn synonyms, it can be used. It cannot be interchanged, but you can use it, and if it is suitable to that particular context, yes, it makes a lot of sense. What do you call a sleeping bull? What do you call a sleeping bull? Did you read the question? Okay, now you can think about it. The clue is, okay, sometimes you get irritated by the sound of this. It is seen on empty plots. When they do construction of building, it can really be jarring to your ears. Bulldozer. So you doze off. Many people tell me that, ma'am, I doze off when I begin reading a book that's not very interesting. Otherwise also I doze off. So doze off. Yeah, doze. Bulldozer. So it's a kind of pun with the word. The exact meaning of bulldozer is different. This is bulldozer, but it's a kind of riddle. Okay, revolves around the meaning of the word. So here you get to explore the meaning of the word. That is the idea. It'll help you remember the words like doze and bull. You will also get to explore the difference in the meanings of the words. The next one for you, if you have a bowl of apples and you take away 3, how many do you have? Math. I know. You will do all the calculation and give me the answer. I know that you are experts, but still, look at this. If you have a bowl of apples and you take away 3, how many do you have? If you want the restaurant or hotels to make a parcel for you, then you say, yeah, I would like a takeaway. So this is the clue. If you take away 3, you have only 3 with you. It's the same. If you take away 3, you have 3 with you. You take away 3, which means you're taking 3 for you. It's not deducting. If you do calculation, it's going to be different, but it's not calculation. It's just a pun around the word takeaway. So next time you'll remember the word takeaway. Maybe you're familiar with the word, but there are a lot of people who really cannot understand the meaning of takeaway. Now you know takeaway. That's okay. Next one. Please don't use your logical reasoning skills to think of the answers. It's just to help you read the questions. And every question is not like this in English, because you really need to have presence of mind. You need to have the comprehension skills. Everything that you communicate is important. The next one. What's the best time to go to the dentist? Anytime. You just have to speak to the dentist. Get a clear understanding of the consultation hours. I know, but still. Look at this. What's the best time to go to the dentist? You have to repeat the question. The clue is tooth. 2:30. 2:30. Look at this. 2:30. So we say 2:30, but suppose a person who's not familiar with the English language may get to hear tooth 30, 2:30. Just like that. Okay, it's a pun on the word. You can create more and better questions. Did you read the question? Because reading aloud is very important. 2:30. The next one. I tried to catch some fog the other day. What happened? Is it possible to literally catch fog? So the clue is missed. M-I-S-S-E-D. That is the clue. And the answer is I missed. Instead of saying I missed. So this is missed and missed. But look at the spelling. Missed, missed. So it's a kind of game that you can play with homophones. Words with different spellings, different meanings, but they sound similar. Missed, missed, yes. M-I-S-S-E-D, missed. It sounds similar to missed. Yeah, missed. Okay, it's okay. You don't have to go into the details, but it's really very easy. Okay. You cannot catch fog, correct. You can't catch anything. Maybe you can just see, you can feel it, but it's not possible to literally catch it. Yeah, you can feel dewdrops. You can feel the rain. The next one. Why did the man get fired from the orange juice factory? Orange juice factory. Why did the man get fired from the orange juice factory? Many of you tell me, ma'am, I can't focus. I'm not able to concentrate. The minute I sit down to read a book, I'm not able to focus. I'm not able to concentrate. That is a clue. This man got fired because he was not able to concentrate. So this is a pun on the word concentrate. It's not just focusing, but he was not able to bring about the concentration in the orange juice. Did you get the idea? You have concentrated orange juice. You have juice where water is added. More water with less pulp and less concentration. So here he was not able to concentrate. So it is a pun on the word concentrate. Okay, so this is known as nuanced vocabulary. It has got different meanings, right? Concentrate means to focus, to pay attention to something, to focus. But concentrate also means intensity, the level of something as it goes up and down. I'm just giving you meanings in the simplest form so that you're able to understand. There are other answers. You would have found other answers to the same question. It's okay, because you can find multiple answers to the same question if you're really good in playing with words. And don't get scared as soon as you hear the word pun, because these are all ideas, these are terms given to the game that you play with the meanings of words. It really helps. And there are a lot of poets and writers who really play with words. Okay, I'm sure that you had some fun with this particular video. It's not about getting the right answers, because it's all connected to knowing the meanings and even thinking, I was not able to get the right answer. It's not about being good in that particular language or having the skill, but it's all about thinking in a funny way, thinking in a weird way, thinking also in a strange way, so that you don't use your logical reasoning skills, but you try to put some fun elements of humor. Call it a day, hit the hay, hit the road, heading to the gym, heading for work. All these kind of expressions can be used in your sentences. It can make your sentences better. I hope you get the idea. Happy learning.